It's just different.
Wouldn't be all of my mental. I'm from the trenches, went the same, yeah, been what I've been through. Left me on red, I left for dead, man, it's really that simple. Now I'm too lit, all of my shit, designers original. Big facts, I never been fictional. Now that we live in the digital. Real ain't loyal, everybody ain't for it, real love and conditional. Ain't like them got the bros, man, it's all about principle. I never met one in love with a coochie that's visible. Ass shaking, clickbait, no
This is Harrison Hoskins. It's your girl, Mickey.
And I am a very tired Stuart.
And today we are bringing you guys day 28 of our 28 days of celebrating Black excellence.
So first and foremost, I want to say, baby, we made it.
We made it.
We made it.
So, I am really happy because this is the first time we've ever did videos enough to do one every day
for an entire month. But it's a good achievement also because of the reason why we did it. It was just honestly to just showcase people that, you know, we didn't know much about, and so we figured maybe the world didn't know much about, you know, just to highlight some of the stuff they did in their lives. Mm-hmm. But guys, before we get into too much detail about that, I would like to say, if you guys did not watch day 27 of our 28 days of celebrating Black excellence, please pause the video, and go back and watch yesterday's video. We did cover Jean-Michel Basquiat for day 27. He was a very, very well-known and prominent artist. We had a few facts about him, highlighting him. So if you guys didn't see that, please go back and watch that video. But now, to end off this historic achievement of ours, today we got kind of a double header coming for you guys. So today we're going to be highlighting Mr. Tommy Smith and also Mr. John Carlos. Now, if you guys do not know who Tommy Smith and John Carlos are, if you look at that picture that's right, should be right up in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen that picture before. That very, very iconic image. And basically today we're going to highlight that moment and what it meant actually to those guys. So go ahead, babe.
On October 16, 1968, these two African-American athletes each raised a black glove fist during the playing of the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Tommy Smith, he did win that year of the Olympics. He did win the gold medal, and Carlos won the bronze medal in the 200-meter running event in the 1968 Summer Olympics.
So, in his autobiography, Silent Gestures, which was published almost 40 years after, Smith stated it was not a Black Power salute. It was rather a human rights salute.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that was big of him to highlight because me personally, growing up, every time I seen this picture, I was like, oh man, like they was, you know what I'm saying, doing that for Black Power. And especially it was in the 60s, so it was a prominent time for like the Black Panthers and things like that. So I always thought, and everybody that I know always thought that it was a Black Power salute.
Yeah, same in my house when I was growing up.
Yeah, so it was very interesting to find out that it was a human rights salute, which is even bigger, you know what I'm saying? So the demonstration is regarded as one of the most overtly political statements in the history of modern Olympics. And I mean, obviously, because like, I'm pretty sure if we thought that growing up, those people all back that were there, they was like, whoa,
your brakes.
You know what I'm saying? To be on the podium, especially like John Carlos too, but Tommy Smith to be on the number one position, that's like, man, that was huge.
Tommy stated, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Okay. Tommy stated years later that it was a lot of things that were going on in their minds, stuff like that. They were concerned about lack of Black assistant coaches in the field. They were kind of angered about how Muhammad Ali's title got stripped from him. You know, lack of access to good housing. Their kids being able to go to like top college and things. It was a lot of things going on.
And they just had a lot like that they wanted to stand up for, and it was like, what bigger stage at the time to do it on?
All eyes were definitely on them.
Yeah, so they received some backlash. Actually, the International Olympic Committee president Avery Brundage, he did fight for them to be suspended from the U.S. team and banned from Olympic Village. If y'all don't know what Olympic Village is, that's like wherever the Olympics are held. It's like the area, like a little, they make it like almost like a little city.
Like a compound.
Where all the Olympic athletes, they stay and they, eat, work out, all that kind of stuff. The U.S. committee, though, they did refuse to ban them. So Avery Brundage, he did threaten to ban the entire U.S. Olympic team. So that threat actually led to the expulsion of Tommie Smith and John Carlos from the Olympic Games that year in 1968, I believe.
It did say that the Olympic Committee did not make them give their medals back.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, but y'all still kicked them out. But because of the timing that they did this and everything that was going on in the world in general, they did receive a lot of death threats to them and their families. So that was, something to deal with in itself,
Definitely back then, and you had to, you take a death threat seriously anytime, but for that point in time in history, I'm pretty sure for a lot of white people to be calling your house or writing letters saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your family, whatever, that had to be super duper stressful, super hectic. But moving on to some more lighter stuff. Tommie Smith actually did play in the NFL. He played with the Cincinnati Bengals. Later, he did become an assistant professor of physical education at Oberlin College.
Carlos did pretty much kind of similar. He got in the NFL and he was actually going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, but he did have a knee injury that kind of prevented him from playing with them. But he did go over to the Canadian Football League, where he did play for a while, and he works as a counselor at Palmer Springs High School.
That's what's up.
So they did go on to have some pretty successful lives outside of that monumental moment.
Yeah, definitely an iconic moment. And just looking at the picture on the bottom of the screen, it's just that image. Whenever you walk past it, it's in your peripheral or whatever.
Yeah,
you're like, oh hey, you know what I'm saying?
You even have that T-shirt.
Oh yeah, I did have a T-shirt of that. That's crazy. I forgot about that. We even used to have that a poster of that moment up in our house or whatever. We actually probably might get that again.
Yeah, I did.
That was dope. Even if it was for human rights instead of black power, it's still a dope moment. And I don't know, to me, whether they want to say that or not, I feel like it was some black power, stuff in there. Because when you speak about Muhammad Ali and his title being stripped away, it was like Muhammad Ali was above all things. He was a black man. He was really going back and forth with the U.S. government and everything that was going on. So that, and then talking about how the kids wasn't able to attend top colleges, that's another black issue. That wasn't an issue that anybody else had to deal with. So even if they saying that, it was not a black power salute, it was a human rights salute. It was it definitely has some black power in it. But you guys, in 2008, 2008, Tommie Smith and John Carlos, they did receive the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the ESPY Awards, honoring their action during the 1968 Summer Olympics. And that's pretty huge. The Arthur Ashe Courage Award, they give that to people who just honestly display a lot of courage through times of adversity. You know what I'm saying? So that was very huge, and I'm glad the sports world, the leader of the sports world, sports media decided to honor them and the bravery it took to stand there and do that.
That's such a profound statement, and to do it when they did it the way they did it definitely stands out. Something that definitely resonates with you. I can't sit here and say I knew their names, I knew what they did in life before we did this, but I knew that photo. I knew what they were doing in that photo.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
It was pretty interesting. You guys, but again, those are just some of the highlights. from Tommy Smith and John Carlos's epic moment in the 1968 Summer Olympics. Of course, in this one, we was covering more so the moment than the two people. So if there's any fun facts or any interesting facts that we did not mention here about either Tommy Smith or John Carlos, please put them in the comment section down below. We're very interested to learn more about these two gentlemen. And this is normally where I would say we'll be back with y'all tomorrow for another video, but
we go back to our regular content, guys.
I don't know how baby feel, but I feel super duper accomplished. I do really feel accomplished, and I hope you guys did take something from these videos, and you actually learn something that you can pass down to somebody else who may not know. You know what I mean? But like Babe said, we're gonna come back with our original content. We just felt like, this month is very important to highlight stuff like this in the way we did. So we'll be back at y'all soon with the regularly scheduled program.
Love you guys so much. We thank you for watching and supporting us through this. And just really coming along with it. We know it's something different. But we thought it'd be something pretty dope.
Yeah, and I feel like all the videos came out great. We hope you guys did too. But with that being said, we about to go get some sleep.
Yes.
So in the meantime, in between time,
we'll catch y'all later.
Peace.
It's just different. When it be all of my mental. I'm from the trenches, went to saying, yeah, been what I've been through. Left me on red, I left for dead, man, it's really that simple. Now I'm too lit, all of my shit, designers original.